Hey, we have such great conversations when OBG70, Zax, and I do live streams and have special guests. Not everybody wants to sit through almost 4 hours of live streams, so I'm picking out some really great parts to share in snack-sized bites. Flaccid Phoenix, you, sir, do great work. The phrase is often thrown around that certain people, certain channels are criminally undersubbed. It absolutely falls in that category.
Hey, I'm Don from Flaccid Phoenix. My partner is Gator. We just talk about random, pop culture stuff as it comes throughout the week.
Mike, I know you wanted to talk about Book of Boba Fett.
You guys have seen the original Star Wars trilogy. I think everybody on the planet has. And did you ever have a conversation with your friends where you would say, hey, do you want to play Star Wars? And then the argument would ensue. Okay, but I get to be Boba Fett. No, I get to be Boba Fett. No, you could be Luke Skywalker. No, you could be Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. No, I don't want it. And then it back and forth. Everybody wanted to be Boba Fett. And there's a reason. He was just this badass character. He stood up there on the upper area of the bridge. He stared down Darth Vader. You got the sense that Boba Fett wasn't just this random human that could, get his butt kicked anytime, that he was actually out there kicking the butt. He was a great character, and everybody thought that he was amazing.
Hold on, Mike. So he wasn't a confused old man back then?
No. And he didn't smile, and he didn't have conversations, and he didn't dance with sand people around the campfire.
Wait a minute.
He didn't do any of these things.
No, this sounds very phobic and istic. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I would say my co-host has a very strong opinions on Boba Fett, that he's, the best thing he's ever done was track down Han Solo and then was knocked into the Sarlacc pit by accident by a blind Han Solo. So how impressive is that? He's saying, a lot of it comes from the extended universe and our kind of headcanon of Boba, how cool he is. And I agree. Yeah. And for some reason, a lot in this series, they take away his stoicism by taking his helmet off. You see these kind of dumb. I mean, Tamora Morrison's not the greatest actor. He's a good actor, but a lot of it comes down to just the kind of that stoic, silent presence he has that you don't know what he's thinking. You just see this blank stare from this guy. That's way more intimidating. I don't know than him having his helmet off and you see him do these reactions. You've heard him talk about how much he hates talking in this show, and I think they don't know how to do Boba. But actually, real quick, they do know how to do Boba because they did it in Mando. They showed him in Mando. You watch Mando end of season 2, all the way up to the point where he shoots Bib Fortuna. Rest in peace, my boy. They knew how to do Boba. They messed it up. So I don't know.
Yeah, this is not Boba Fett, and the only good parts about the series so far are when we lose him completely, when it goes back to, and it's not okay. Oh, good parts. I didn't really mean to say that. Not good, just a bit better.
When I asked Mike before the show, because I haven't seen Disney Star Wars, like I said last week, all I've seen is what has appeared on YouTube as far as clips that are posted. So while I'm not going to crap on the show, what I find really interesting is a lot of the comments from a lot of channels, big and small, about how important last week's episode of Boba Fett was to what everybody is perceiving as the future of Star Wars, and Disney canon and the sequel trilogy being erased, and all of these, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't see how that's possible. And the reason why I say that is we got rumors of the storyboarding stuff that was out there for Obi-Wan, where in Obi-Wan and Anakin, aka Darth Vader, were supposed to meet in battle again. So I don't know. Speaking of Obi-Wan, let's just talk about that. And I'm going to hand this one off to Flaccid, Mike, people invested in Star Wars, Zax. What are you guys thinking about this?
I don't know. I saw some of the concept art that was put on, was that comingsoon.net? That was the link. And I don't know. I hope a lot of that stuff's not used for it because, he has some fighting Darth Vader in it a little bit. I shouldn't be optimistic, but I don't know. I'm going to be in bliss for a little bit and be optimistic about it until eventually it comes out, and then I'm mad at Star Wars again.
I should pretend to care more about this, but for whatever reason, I've been worn down by Disney Star Wars so much that I almost dread it. I like Ewan McGregor. I like him in that role. It's an excellent idea for a show. But I think it might have been you, Corey, or someone said, wait until they bring Grogu and Luke onto the Obi-Wan show.
Oh, yeah.
To pop a rating, even though it makes absolutely no sense. It can't happen, but Disney does what they want.
Why would anyone want or need a live action Darth Maul show? And I can pull it up if we need to.
Isn't he dead?
I didn't know about this, and I am completely baffled. This really is making Star Wars into just bricks of dung. It's just bricks of dung to build a hut, and that's it. Like there's no canon, there's no link to the past, there's no respect for the core fans. There's certainly no respect for those people who were into the expanded universe. And I'm baffled by this. Does anybody give one damn about Darth Maul? I mean, from what we saw, wasn't the dude cut like like a quarter of a Maul, left of him?
Is he gonna hang out on Endor and talk to the Ewoks and become their friend and dance around campfires and ride on, you know what I mean? Is he gonna do the Boba Fett routine?
It would be cool to see Darth Maul come in at the end of this Boba Fett, because like somehow he'd live all these years right past the Empire. And we're like, no, this is just so dumb. Why can't Disney Star Wars? God save King George. Someone said in the chat. Why can't they just make evil people? They can't. Disney can't do that. They have to be very. They have to Disneyfy everything. And I really thought if they didn't do this with Boba Fett in this series, if they actually gave us a Boba Fett series and actually gave us this gritty underworld, then I'd be excited. Maybe they could, dive into Maul. But everything they've shown us thus far, I don't know why. I'm in an abusive relationship with Star Wars. But I'm blissfully coming back saying they really do love me. They're going to change this time. What am I doing here? What's going on?
What we're getting on Disney Plus is not Boba Fett. I don't know what it is.
If you've been to Disneyland, they have a stage show, and Boba Fett dances. So if you go between the Boba Fett we all remember from the original trilogy and the dancing Boba Fett at Disneyland, what we have is right in the middle somewhere.
I'd like to know how it got to this point with Boba Fett, and then what changed course where now it appears to be Mandalorian episodes we're getting, which are better.
Boba Fett's I'm not interested at all in it. Every time I see him on the screen, I'm really usually checking my watch, seeing how much time do we have. Is there going to be anything good in here? Why does it always feel like? Does anyone else get this feeling that Boba Fett's palace, not Boba Fett, well, it is Boba Fett's palace now, but Jabba's palace feels like it's like a fan film or something? It's so sparsely populated.
It's a small world. It's a small world, Don. And
then everyone, wait. But everyone meets each other somehow. It's a small populated world and with a big galaxy, but everyone bumps into each other. Oh, I didn't know you were there. Oh, wow, you're another important character.
Do you know why? Because what it feels like is the people who are responsible for art direction are the same ones making their theme parks, where you just walk in a big circle and you spend a lot of money and you get sunburn, and by the time you leave, you're angry and wonder why the hell you spent all that time and money in any of this. And I'm wondering if a lot of people who are watching Disney Star Wars are having that experience. As ever, this is Salty Texas C. I am Corey DB. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you've seen and heard, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you on board. That way and we have things like live streams, which we are now going to be doing every Tuesday evening. Take care. I hope you're having a great 2022.